And the local animal sanctuary were able to set the rabbits free in a nice open area. There's lots of fun events happening this weekend. Tomorrow night is the 15-year reunion for Fort Luther High's class of 2004. Located at high school gym, the event will begin at 8 p.m. and end at 1 p.m., so be sure to bring your school spirit, because Fort Luther has missed you. If you're not attending the reunion, there's no need to worry. There's plenty of other events happening around the area, such as the local barbecue competition being held downtown, starting at 12 p.m., as well as a few trivia nights at our local bars. The weather will be a perfect 80 degrees Fahrenheit, so be sure to get out there and enjoy some great food and great company. Coming up, our national news crew will be in our humble town tomorrow evening to interview one of the town's most famous residents. More information after the break. I'm Charlie Storm, and you're watching FLTV.
And now we wait. Yeah, Charlie confirmed with me yesterday that the news crew was basically already on their way. Is Sadie ready? Good. I think it's best if we...
There you two are. I just received a call from Initiation Broadcast Company, so I can personally remind them that there's adequate security for their top-notch crew and equipment. Sergeant, I think it's best you go speak with Vixie before all this crazy breaks out. She may never speak to us again once word goes national. We need whatever we can get before somebody begins initiating proceedings to overturn her conviction.
I know, Chief. I'll head out there with the detective right now. I hope she doesn't shut down on us completely. Hello? You're kidding. We'll be right down. Lab found something on the drain screws. Come on, let's go. Here's the paperwork. Alright, let's see it under magnification. Yep. There's traces of 3 different blood types that matched our latest victims. Bone dust was found in the vent filters. They were definitely dismembered in that locker room, but I'm still not sure if they were killed there.
That was a smart idea to grab the drain screws.
The victims had to have died there. There was no new carpet, no sign of blood in the rooms or locker rooms. Oh my god. The office. We didn't check the office, we only checked the lockers. There's plenty of room in there, plus there's even a cart.
Get out to that field now, and if you find anything, even a drop of blood, you call the forensics department. Understood? I don't want you back here until you've talked to Vixie before the interview tomorrow, Sergeant. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
I can't believe you're letting a national team come into our town and say to the world that she's innocent. The LFPD haven't made one comment about the situation at all.
Is she innocent? Or not?
You locked her up even though you had no idea, and still have no idea if she did it?
Everyone just settled down. It's true that there's a national news team coming to interview Vixie tomorrow, but that's all they're doing. No one from the FLPD has stated that the interview is about her freedom. Yes, the Bruce Farrington case has been reopened. Yes, we're reviewing the evidence. That's all I'm allowed to say, and you know that.
I can't believe you've been so calm for the last 15 years.
You and the chief both got your promotions, and what about us? You lied to us. You said that you were officially closing the investigation and swore to us that the person who killed Bruce was Vixie.
Were any of you there to testify in her favor? She was up on that stand, and any one of you could have had the chance to step in and say something. But you all stood there silently. I did my job. I found the evidence, and it was conclusive that it was Vixie who killed Bruce.
You found the evidence and convicted her. She's guilty. Why are you all of a sudden changing your mind after 15 years?
My job now is to focus on who killed the 3 players. If you'll excuse me, I've got a job to do. I can't believe we missed this. Sam gave me a key to the place. Looks like he hasn't been back since we left. The office is through here. You got your black light? Good. I'll turn out the lights. Look, the laundry cart. Yep, there's definitely traces of blood in this. Looks like it was washed in extremely hot water and just placed back in after it dried. They were killed here. There's got to be something here that tells us exactly where. A trail, a pool, something we can use to pin down some sort of story. I'm not seeing anything. Not on the walls or the floor. What is it, Detective? The ceiling. Whoa! Oh, wow, look at all that. Looks like whoever killed these three did a great job of cleaning the surroundings, but not the ceiling. It's concentrated over here like someone swung something really hard. Help me move this cabinet. And look at that. Blood. Looks like they were all beaten to death by the way. The blood is dispersed everywhere. All these football helmets have blood on them, and so do these shelf corners. And a good amount of it, too. We found our murder weapons. Call in forensics. We need a team out here now. We may finally have the story of what happened to those three players. Excuse me? What are you talking about? We can't just leave when the team gets here. We have to... The chief isn't going to care about my visit with Vixie when he finds out we've discovered the murder scene. Fine. Call him. And get him out here. When they all arrive, we'll go to the prison. I can't believe we're doing this when we could be... You're right. The lab is going to take a while to get any DNA from the office. For sure we'll find Sam's DNA, but was it really him that did all that? He was the only person who had access, and it makes sense as to why the three were out there in the first place. But he helped those three get contracts for college football teams, and eventually helped them get drafted. I don't know what to think. Guess we'll have to go into the rabbit hole head first to find out. Come on, let's go.
Captain called me. You ready?
As I'll ever be.
Right this way, you two.
Is she, I don't know, in a good mood?
From the moment the call came in about that national interview, it's almost as if she knew you were on your way.
Great.
I heard about the mob outside the police station. It's insane how impatient people are getting. 82693, it's your lucky day.
Indeed it is. What a shame it took 15 years to the date for it to happen. What? No warm welcome? No fond hello? Oh, officer. Oops. Sergeant, I mean. Can't forget that now, can we?
Let's cut to the chase, Vixie. It's been 15 years, and we both know that once this sob story goes national, you won't be in that cell for much longer. So why don't you just tell me what I need to know?
Sergeant, you already have all the pieces of the puzzle right in front of you. I honestly don't know why you'd think I'd have anything else to say.
I'm not here for your riddles. Who killed these people? Who killed your brother, Vixie?
You still don't know? Oh, and they've been right under your nose the entire time. That's hilarious. Oh, you still don't know how to do your job 15 years later.
Shut it! I am getting so sick of your nonsense. Tell them what they need to know.
All of you wanted this. The crazy girl who was left alone for 15 years. The girl that was too dangerous for people to trust. This is what you wanted, right? A bad guy to point the finger at. Makes all your promotions look all nice and well-deserved when you knew you didn't even do your job right the first time.
What is she talking about?
Nothing. She's completely insane.
That's right. Because no one would believe me, right? Because no one would believe that you, the great police officer who dreamed of running the station just like their dad did before Chief Chamberlain took over, couldn't figure out the most simple motive for all this crazy. You couldn't find the right evidence. And the jury was going to see that. So you panicked. And the rest, as they say, is
The
history.
saw was in your locker. Your brother's blood was on your gym clothes.
And instead of digging in to search for a deeper meaning, you saw a small piece of ice in the water and floated past it, completely ignoring the giant formation just below the surface. You let the jury convict, and then you close the case. What's the matter? Too complex for you? And your rest of the team at Fort Luthero?
You had your chance to tell your story, and you never did. You had your chance to defend yourself on that stand, but you sat there and said nothing.
What was I supposed to say that I didn't already say then? I didn't do it. And for the first time in 15 years, people are finally starting to see that it's true. How's that mob outside your station treating you? They being loud enough?
How can you be so sure about all this? How do I even know you're not just planning this whole thing?
How? No one has visited me in 15 years. Then 3 people die and all of a sudden I'm Marilyn Monroe and everyone else wants an interview.
Wait. You didn't know about the new victims?
Of course not. I never wanted anything to do with those idiots. Although, let's be honest, it was only a matter of time. Those 3 were monsters.
Matter of time. You can think of someone with enough motive to kill those 3 players?
You'd be narrowing that search field to everyone attending the reunion tomorrow. Sergeant, you're smart. I've been sitting right here for 15 years, and the only question I want to ask you is why does this baffle you so much?
Because everyone has a motive, Vixie. Who are you supposed to believe when you have to suspect everyone around you?
Exactly. And it's the very same doubt that drives us to do crazy things, doesn't it? Causes you to be blinded by the truth when the seed has just been planted.
Causes you to act without thinking.
Causes you fear and confusion. Causes you pain.
Someone got angry enough and killed your brother because of something they never fully understood.
Finally, after 15 years, the FLPD has a lead in the Bruce Ferrinto case.
Are you saying it's just a coincidence Bruce ended up dead?
No. She's saying it was because of a huge misunderstanding.
Sound familiar?
But then how do these 3 players fit into all this? What did they have to do with Bruce's death?
At first, I didn't understand it either. But when I found out exactly who the 3 were, honestly, it made perfect sense to me. Trust me when I say that these cases are related. Just not in the way you originally imagined.
You think someone was angry enough to kill all 3 of them at once?
I think people are capable of many things. Especially if you're paying enough attention to what kind of position they're in.
Again with the riddles. Will you just tell the sergeant and detective what they need to know?
Sadie, I know it's weird, but she just did.
You know who did it.
Not yet, but I sure know what to look for. Listen, Vixie, after tomorrow's story goes national, I can imagine there'll be all sorts of people looking to overturn your conviction. You'll be free soon, because I know now without a shred of doubt that you didn't kill Bruce Ferrinto. I'm sorry.
That's the first apology I've heard in 15 years.
It's not much, I know. But I will do whatever it takes to make sure you get out so you can see your brother. Good night, and I'll see you soon.
I'm sure that meant a lot to her. And I know that these next few weeks are going to be hard for all of us. But I think you're right. She didn't do it. I feel so awful.
Don't. We were just doing our jobs. It was all a big misunderstanding from the beginning till the end.
So, what are you 2 going to do now?
Call the chief and let him know what's about to happen. After the interview, all of the nation will want to set Vixie free.